What's up? Technique FPV.
Welcome, 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 everybody.
Technique, that's a new one, unless it's someone else and I don't know.
Nope, technique. His name is
Technique.
Roger. Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Crowley. Bow, bow, bow.
I feel like we just talked about technique, and I could be wrong.
We did.
We did.
All good.
I completely forgot the name. My body just, or my brain farted.
Yo. Doc's
Yeah.
just like that. No worries. So, Sean, it's at Mavic 3.0, man. You got something going on there. Tim, welcome, welcome.
JRC.
Actually, we were talking. We can say about Tim, I guess, for what we got going on, what we're going to show tonight.
Oh yeah, I guess we have to show it because it may or may not pertain to something else.
Doc's been very busy. John, Mr. JRC's.
I've been busy stealing shit and making it fit onto something else.
Makes it easier, man. Hey, that's what the Thingiverse thing is for. Making it easy.
All I want to state is you cannot find just a Hulk foot on Thingiverse. So I had to get the lower half of Hulk, just his legs, which I didn't even know that was a thing. But you can literally just get Hulk's legs.
Well,
And then
speaking of that, I just saw a little cartoon thing the other day, and it was a Halloween joke. And it actually had a snake, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey, can I borrow your Hulk figure? I don't have a Halloween costume." And he's like, sure. So he gives the little snake the Halloween costume, and
Double
he uses
A.
the legs and says, "Look, I'm a lizard." So yeah, I guess it is the thing.
What are you showing? And I do want to see, John says.
Yeah,
I'll
but-
come now.
like I couldn't find just Hulk's feet, so I had to chop one off.
That's
By the
fine.
way, it's a pain in the ass to chop off one of Hulk's feet on a full set model when you don't know how to use Fusion 360.
He's a badass. He just ain't going to stand still and let you chop his foot off.
I'm like trying to learn how to use the sliders and the choppy off tool.
Right? You did damn good from what I've seen. Michael McReynolds, welcome, welcome.
The hand was easy. Like you can find Hulk fist all day. Like Hulk fists are just flooded on Thingiverse.
Good job. John, what the fuck? You chopped off Hulk's foot? Yep.
I did. Oh, speaking of that, let me also get Hulk's foot up. I think my computer might crash if I try to load up this file because the voxels on it are fucking insane. I hate the poly count on it.
PV, hello?
I don't mean to get into it, but like the poly count was killing this laptop.
I don't know, Sean. It's close, man. That thing's loaded though. From what you said, that thing has everything. I don't know. It'd take a lot for something to compare to that. All that, I mean, Swiss Army knife and.
There we go. We got the Hulk foot up. Alright, so we have all three models up.
Cool beans.
And the computer's not crashing with all three of them loaded in, so that's a win.
We got 8 in here now, so. I found Doc some pimped out gold stuff.
Oh no, I'm actually running out of gold hardware. I keep stripping it out because I think they just used a softer aluminum or something.
Did you, I don't know if I ever gave you, I gave you the prop nuts and all before. I think I gave you, because Chuck gave these to me a while back.
I don't have any of the standoffs though. That's the one. Oh no, I did have the standoffs. I'm missing a few now because I've stripped them out.
These look brand new if I ain't crazy, the threads and everything. You're golden now.
Yeah, because I think I have one black standoff in the front, and I have both in the rear black now.
John said you should be Jack Sparrow.
I tell you what,
He does look like Jack Sparrow, doesn't he?
is one of those people who grow facial hair back very quickly. Though.
Likes octopus, dives. I can see Jack Sparrow.
But see, like, the issue is I just grow this. What you see grow is it. There's none of this. There's this weird-ass little patch that wants to grow back here for no reason.
Hey, that's just because you're
Yep,
young.
that's called patch fuzz.
I'll be drone in the house. What's up, old man? He's way up on the hill or somewhere that's got badass Wi-Fi. Can't wait till Christmas. I hear you, John. I tell you something. I'm gonna talk about that. Me and you said that we're gonna
Hold
talk.
up, hold up before you say anything. If he finds a new quad and gets rid of all his apexes, I'm probably gonna take his apexes.
It's like that you wouldn't even have a chance. Doc could be right there. He'd have the whole apex wall and alien wall. But I've been flying the gank frame. You guys know the videos I've been putting out. This guy here. I'm gonna have to pop myself up there again. Yeah, there we go. So, and I went over the other day and was beating on a tractor with it. And actually, these are the first set of props too. I have not put another set of props on it yet, neither. I bent them up. They got a few kinks in it, but this frame, like I said, it's got something going on. I usually tune. Doc will tell you. I usually take a good bit of time and tune my quads and stuff like that. And I just like the way it flies. Like it's something definitely there. Like yeah, I know it's got a diatone Mamba Emax Eco motors, so it's got good stack, good motors. But when you got a frame that has like bad resonance in it or something, you're gonna feel that, and you're gonna have to tune that out. Very minimal tuning on this guy. Like I'm talking like I think I turned the eye up on y'all to like 100. I think it's like on like 95 stock. I just go to 100 because I've always got used to doing that, and I don't think I really have to do it. It's like before I would keep it down low and I punch up and the quad would twist a little bit. So I always put that to 100. What else did
Well,
I
if it's
do?
twisting when you just raise your eye a little bit to reduce that twisting when you punch.
That's yeah. So that's why I do it, and I just naturally do it when I build the quad. Like I probably should just try it before I do it. And this showed me that I should because I usually mess with anti-gravity, idle air, idle up or your idle. I usually mess with all that because what I would get is when I'm flying forward, I would get a little bit of this as we're flying forward, just a little bit of wobbles. And in my apexes, so I would just crank up, between anti-gravity and the idle to get rid of that, and some tuning stuff too in the PIDs. But it's been very, 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 very little tuning on this guy. And I smacked the tree in my video, and you guys see that. And all I did was rock one arm loose, and I had to tighten the bolt back up. It's solid as a rock now. Didn't break nothing on it, so I'm gonna keep flying it. We're gonna go out tomorrow. I don't really, it's not no like ruin place yet. I want to get to the ruin with it. That's where I want to go. So between tomorrow and then I guess the following week or something, we'll try to get back down to Princess Anne at that ruin and see what we can do, or Ocean City diving condos and stuff. But I want to put this thing through some paces. I did take it out and beat on a tractor the other night with it, so that's pretty good. And we'll fly some more of that. But apexes, see, I don't know, it's something about them. Like when I went through my frames, the frame thing, it just kept breaking them. And then, I mean, once I got to that apex, it was like, then I started breaking components. So that started showing me, Danish Stallion in the house, welcome, welcome. So then I was like, I'm always down to try another frame. Like I stick with, basically the apex. I have like 6 of them. So I fly 3 of the same exact ones. So I don't know. I see myself with the gank picking up another one, have like 2. Where when I bust
there you go,
one,
John. There you go. He's starting to sway. You might be able to get them a little cheap.
I'll give John the HDs. I don't want the HD ones.
Look, Doc's being specific.
And so I see myself probably where my mind went is I like, all right. So all y'all want the apex, it's gonna hurt your feelings, but so I got the HD ones and I got one normal one, one whatever. And so the thing is, now I have another one, the OG. So see, I could use parts. Actually, I'm going to rebuild the one. I say I have one, but it's in pretty bad shape. It's got the top plate broken and the bottom top plate broken. So replace that, and then I have an HD one I haven't put together. So more or less, they're going to be parts. I don't think I'm going to really get into no more of them. And then I want to pick up like that. Told y'all that Skya. If you didn't see that, the Hex. I'm gonna hang some ganks on the walls. I'm saying, Reaper, what's up, Jeremiah? But John, if you want to frame that, like I said, I'll tell you more about the gank the more I fly it, and so far it's been positive because usually I would break a frame within first 3 packs, no doubt. And I not that I want to hear and beat this thing against the wall because that's stupid. Plummet, welcome.
No, but you all know how Chris flies.
So instead of going, hey, watch this and see if it can do that, I did come down through my yard and nail this tree out front here. And I kind of caught it right where you kind of right as you would almost see an arm snap. I caught it like right on the tip of the arm, like purposely, like if it's the tree, I purposely like caught that arm, wham, to where it spun me and spiraled me. It's in the video and it spiraled me across the road. And if that thing didn't break an arm, I don't probably see it breaking it too much. And they're the Bando arms too, so they're a lot wider.
So the one thing that like I don't think you kind of mentioned is there was one thing on the frame. I didn't see the 3D prints when I was with you last time, but now that I've seen it, I do like the little 3D print that holds the battery.
Oh yeah, you like that? How it goes? So
that's pretty nice.
So with that, I kind of thought at first, because you know how I kind of just come out through the side here, and then I just come up to a standoff and throw a zip tie on it and go with it. So when I saw this, when I went through the prints and I saw that, you know, he threw on Thingiverse, and I was like, I wonder if I like that or not. Now it does move up and down, but once you're plugged into it, I like how it kind of holds itself to the frame.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like that, and I like how it kind of ribs itself in the frame, and then you know you can get it out of the way if you want. So I thought that was going to be a problem, but once you get your strap on and get the XT60 onto it and strapped over, it's not a problem at all.
Little TBS stubby on the back of it.
Little stubby. So another thing I want to talk on, as you guys see, it's like, whoa, and why ain't that HD? So I do have analog in this. This has the TBS Pro 32. That thing has been pretty damn impressive so far. Now, when I was messing with analog real heavy, I wouldn't spend $50 on the VTX. I was like the tramp guy. So I'm like, well, I could buy one for 30, and I got to admit them little nano tramps put a stomping on TBS there for a little bit when we were flying together. But then they get to the point where they get like hot-headed, they don't want to work, and they start changing channels on herself. So E-Drone, welcome. I saw somebody say E-Drone. What's up? Let me get my chat popped up here. So like I said, like that, and then it's kind of like I wouldn't spend the $50 on one. And Doc's was using what the
I'm using the old school Pro 32 high volts.
Right. So he was using that, and he's like, I don't have no problem. And he's like, I'm using it. So I'm watching him. You know, I get in his goggles, and we do this one day. We were near that tower at that college.
Oh yeah, and you were getting terrible. Like you flew past the building and you were gone, and meanwhile I'm like all underneath of it and everywhere.
Right. RC crazy in the house. So yeah, so then I put this in this thing, and then you plug it in obviously, and then update it and all that good stuff. So I was just like, all right, but this one does 1 watt that I have in here, that Pro 32. And it's a good VTX so far. I mean, I took it down, we went to the beach the other day. I actually got in the video, and I took it way down the road, and it did very good, very, very good. I was really, really shocked with it because I love my HDO2s. I love the OLED screens into them, and I didn't have much breakup. I was even down behind myself, kind of down marsh between me and it, and kind of down. It was still putting out, even with the little stubby, dubby. Put the big one hanging off that thing. Oh, I'd be golden then. But I thought too about this. My only fear is like the way that moves, but that's just the print. But I'm always sketched about that. I always like that whole coming into plate like this guy here. How Chuck got me doing these, coming into plate like that and out the back.
Oh, that's how mine is. That's how all my stuff
Yeah,
is.
and then you can't really rip that off. You can destroy the antenna. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This guy, like I said, is in the works. It busted up on the bottom there. Across there, we got thing. And Dano remembers this one. Richmond took this bad boy out. That was a hard hit. I did see that Tim.
What's up, RC Crazy?
I saw yours actually first, and then I forget what it was I was looking for. And I was like, oh, there's no more prints. And then
Oh, all good, optimized. Take your time.
Optimized drone in the house. What's up, Dan? Welcome, welcome.
What? Dana said his Thingiverse has the STLs that he made for the Beauty.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
What's up, Bird?
I saw his first.
Sorry.
Yeah, you'll get to see a little bit of my work today, optimized.
You got what? What's that?
Oh, front bumper is
okay.
tight and battle tested.
Nice. I'm actually printing Eric stuff now. Got the Hero 7 mount for it.
Okay.
Got the I'm knocking stuff over. Got the footsies. That blue's pretty. Got some wire covers. First attempt at Hawk's foot. You can see it.
It doesn't even look like Hawk's foot. It just looks like a Bigfoot print.
You know what that looks like? That looks like one of those like sticky things. Like
oh yeah, you're right.
Let's see if it sticks.
It's stuck up there.
It is stuck up there.
Yeah, but it's not technically stuck to anything.
Birdman. So what's up, Mike?
You could trick them.
It's stuck. That's all that matters.
It did not. It's laying there. It did not stick. There's a difference.
It's stuck.
No.
It's stuck up there.
You know I'm technical.
She is very technical. So.
It's not a slap.
Oh, okay. No worries, Sean. Let me do that real quick.
John said, what's the hog feed for, Chris?
I'm trying out some feet.
Instead of Crocs, he's gonna wear those, John. Can you imagine? He needs a
those would be like you remember, like, this is probably about 10 years back now. It was the foot shoes where your toes fit in the shoe. Like it was like shoe socks. Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't deal with toe socks.
No?
No. My toes are
Here we go. I'm like, I know I got Sean.
I don't know. No. I am too much of a barefooted person to wear toe socks.
Yeah, well then they had the toe shoes.
No.
If you remember, it was literally like socks, but they had just the shoe bottom on them.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, those things are. And then, like, but the thing is they made the pinky toe so big, like everybody's pinky toe that was in it was barely in the pinky toe thing, so it like crumpled.
Dana said I gotta go put the steaks on the grill. Oh.
No.
Nummy.
Can you cook me one too, please?
We had tacos with turkey. Turkey tacos.
Oh, today? I had tacos yesterday.
Nice.
And see, if it's Adam, it can be taco any day of the week.
I hate every time I pop my screen if I lose my chat. There we go. Sinister RC.
Well, you know, it was Taco Thursday.
What's up, Jim? Taco Thursday, so we did Taco Friday.
Well, it's supposed to be Taco Tuesday.
We gotta be different.
Great. See, tacos for life.
Tacos for life. You know that's right. I went to actually Green Turtle. We went there one night to eat. And oh my god, I had the buffalo chicken tacos. I think they were. Oh, they were the bomb.
Oh, they're buffalo chicken nachos. Holy shit!
Oh,
I went there literally when we were at the solar field or the hotel with the solar panels on it. Our boss would take us out every night, and we went to Green
Gotcha.
Turtle for one of the nights, and that's what I got. It was like, this is delicious.
So talking about solar things, right? So you guys have seen the wind turbine thing, the electric thing. We went to ride this past weekend on Pennsylvania. Let me tell you something about these things. I've seen ones here. I was like, man, I go perch my drone on them puppies. You will fly around the ones here. The ones up there, very intimidating. When that prop on that thing is freaking
A semi-length.
a semi-length, yes.
They're probably what? I'd say at least 60 feet long. Just one
At
blade.
least 60 feet.
So with about 120 feet diameter.
And that thing's going woof, woof. And it was real windy that day up there, raining. Man, that's scary and very intimidating. And then when you see that big son of a bitch turn, like the housing that holds it is like the size of this trailer. It's insane.
Yeah,
And
they're monsters.
I never got to fly no drones up there. Pounding rain. We go down a trail that we should not have been down. But anyway, me coming back out of the trail, I stopped, go to put my foot down. Well, my bike's just a bit too much tall for me.
Pause.
There's nothing there. But
Get some rest, Dano. We totally understand. We appreciate you stopping
absolutely.
by. He had some teeth removed, so yeah, he had painkillers for dinner
Ouchie.
and off to bed.
I hear you, brother. Definitely get some rest.
Love you, babe.
Thanks for hanging out.
So then I put my foot down, and then bloop, over to the right. I'm like a retard when it comes to riding motorcycles and dirt bikes. I'm left-handed, so that's the only thing I'm left-handed dominate is on a freaking dirt bike
Or motorcycle.
or motorcycle. Like nothing, like I can't just grab it and jump on the right side of it. If that's make any sense, I don't know. My brain just don't work that way. So when I stop and I go over right, you can imagine how stupid I feel when I fall over. I've been riding bikes since I was 8, and I can ride the shit out of them. Just don't let me go right. That's so I fell over. I'm okay. I just hit my knee. Well, my bike, it's a bunch of bedrock and mud up there. Well, the bike took a hit on the side cover, cracked it, started leaking oil out of it. I had to drive so many miles back to the truck. Well, by the time I got back to the truck, we can already imagine losing oil, what that did. Next thing you know, we got clack, 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 clack in the engine, in the bottom end. So I was like, and we just put a crank in it not too long ago, so I thought for sure I burnt that up again. Todd McClure, welcome.
And it's not like he was riding close by. He was riding over 5 hours.
5 hours away, yeah. So I actually took it apart this week. Just come to find out, I broke the inner clutch hub. You actually have it right here. The inner clutch hub is what I broke, and this actually explains it more too, showing the part. So yeah, I went up there and pretty much kicked her in the ass. TDR, welcome, OG. So here's the cover I was telling you about. So I done put JB Weld, actually put my name in it. Thought it was pretty cool. So I had a JB Weld this. This was just caved in. I mean, fixed it on both sides. And as you can see, this part here, this is where, when this broke, this, if you guys are familiar with the bike, this is what goes in your clutch basket. And then each one of your clutch slide on, you got your spacer plate, your clutch, spacer plate, clutch. You know, that's what this is for, your inner clutch hub. So this is what broke. It was this one here that broke on me up there. It just got so dry and just no oil. And I broke this one. It's hard to do on the camera. I broke the other one getting it out, getting the bolt off. So it was already busted. So $85 piece, not too bad. Versus.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, the crank was
like shit. Fixing an RC car is more expensive than that.
It is. So yeah. So other than that, that's all's wrong with it. I'll get her up and running and then kick her in the ass again and see what she gives me. But other than that, it was fun. It was just
I
that
can't believe that caved in so easily. What is it made out of?
magnesium. Freaking
Magnesium.
yeah. Tommy G in the house.
And you can't
Actually,
weld it either.
no, actually in Tommy G's backyard, like not far from Thomas's at all. So it was a good time. When that kind of happened, I got bummed. So I was up there with another dude. I said, screw that bike. If y'all want to roll it down the mountaintop, light it on fire, just stand downwind of the burnt plastic because it's harmful. But they were nice and brought it back 5 hours for me because I left it up in Pennsylvania and came back home. the dude that I rode back home with, he left his 4-wheeler up there too. We put it all on the trailer, or they put it on the trailer before we left.
But honestly, out of 6 bikes, there was 3 that got injured,
right,
and 3 survived.
So one 4-wheeler went to climb the hill, 4-wheel drive, and it got so far up, and then when it went like this on him, it just come back. She tumbled down the hill. She bent the handlebars, busted the plastic up, locked it in 4-wheel drive. The other one blew the clutch. He had big monster tires. He blew his clutch on the trail and had to be drugged back in. So that place, if you go to Mountain Ridge, ATV, this place here, I'm gonna tell you something. You better bring everything that you know, and make sure you put a backpack of just about everything you can imagine that can happen, because it probably will, especially in the pouring down rain. And on a black trail at that, there was holes in there that would eat my dirt bike. But I'm the guy that'll try, and I went down the trail behind the 4-wheeler and found myself down in the trail, and I'm looking back. The other dirt bikes were way down the trail this way. I was like, maybe I'm going to go ahead and turn around now, because I was seeing like major monster holes. I'm like, there's no way I'm making it through there. But other than that, yep, that's about how riding went last weekend.
So are you going to show them what Hulk foot is for?
Do they want to see what Hulk foot is for?
Oh shoot, I didn't realize how recessed my camera was. There we go.
Oh yeah, now we can see everything on the wall.
Yeah, it was just like my sunglasses case was in the way.
All right, so should we show him what the Hulk thing's for?
I guess we could.
This guy with his little flight controller.
Okay, you like that too. You know you do.
It's just gay, but awesome
Don't
as
be
hell. Don't be hating. All right, so is Tim still up in here too? Tim up there?
He better be. This is for him.
Is it?
I'm not putting it on Thingiverse. It's not like I'm sharing it or anything. So it's solely for him.
I'll be back, and then we'll tell you what Hulk is. We'll tell you what Hulk's about.
So I've been, me and Chris have been working on a project for a certain person. I've been doing all the decorative pieces for it, and I've been using a new program. At least for me, like I use the cam on it, but Fusion 360. I'm usually a AutoCAD 2017 fan, but I've been using Fusion 360. It likes to accept STL files a lot better than AutoCAD will ever. And we're just building some 3D decorative parts for the quad. And it's going to be, well, Hulk themed because it's a X class.
And yes, Tim's here.
Tim is here. Good. So, Doc pretty much just explained that for you, what the Hulk is going to be. And then he's got, I don't think you told the best part yet.
I'm not going to mention it until we get it done.
Oh, so there's a suspense surprise.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a secret part that may get done, but we're not going to like, I'm still like working on it, and it's like debatable.
Debatable, but from what I've seen, definitely doable.
No, you've just seen the preparation work. You haven't seen the work put into making it work.
You showed me enough to go, yeah.
Yeah. I could even work on it during the live stream.
I don't know if you guys can see, but got my seat taken over here
Uh-oh.
by the king of the house. Huh?
Say no paparazzi.
Most have pups. We have buns. All right, so before we talk, well, he told you a little bit about the Hawks. So anyway, where he showed the flight controller kind of remind me. So if you guys build a quad and run LEDs, I used a diatone Mamba. I went through hell with those LEDs on that Gank quad. I actually had LEDs on all 4 arms. It looked really cool. And then when I went to fly it, the number 3 motor wouldn't start. Like, that's odd as hell. So I turn around, start messing with it, realize you got a bad flight controller. It happens. So what, right? Pick another one off the wall. Well, I had hanging up over here on a hook up some flight controllers. I grabbed another Mamba, go ahead and put it all in, wire it all up, test it out. Motor number 3, all motors work fine. Turn around, get everything wired in, go in, configure it, set it all up, do the LEDs, get all that working the way I want it working again. Start it, motor number 3 don't start. I'm like, that is weird as hell. So I'm like, let's start unsoldering LEDs and see if I'm just over milliamp hour in the flight controller, because I don't know if you guys know, that's very well possible to do. If you look at your flight controller and dig further in specs, you'll see that it's just like your battery. It has so many milliamp hours. You put this much 5 volt, 5 volt, 5 volt, you'll start exceeding that, and then things start to go nuts and acting crazy. So,
Or it just will not power up, or it'll like halfway power. Like I had an issue with that on my, you know the story, the 3-inch Alien, and I was using the KISS all-in-one, and I was trying to power up the receiver and the VTX on the same BEC off the VTX or off the FC, and it was just not having it. So I had to use a 5-volt BEC to power the VTX.
right. So then I start taking LEDs off one corner at a time. Get them all one off, plug it in, did it, nothing, got them all unhooked. Like, that's odd as hell. It worked fine just now. So I turned around and said, okay, that flight controller was suspect anyway. Let's take that off. Let's put the old one back on, and then I'll try flashing it and see if I can't get it to act right. I flash it, trial motors, everything's fine. Solder all the stuff back onto it, LEDs, everything.
Double A said beta flight version.
It was on beta flight 4.2.6. So then I said, well, maybe they just have something going on. I went to my normal beta flight 4.1.1, identical problems. So then I got to the point where I was like, all right, put that flight controller in, wired everything up again, bang, bang, boot. Set LEDs up, boom, no third motor again. I'm like, now for some way, I don't know, but for shits and giggles, I'm going to go in configuration and turn off LED strip. I don't know how that would affect the motor in my brain. I'm trying to think before I did it. I'm like, how that would affect it. I was like, but it has to be something with that. So I go in and turn LED strip off in configurator. Everything works perfect. I'm like, unreal that, and you live and learn, obviously, but I soldered that one twice and then another one, so 3 times. I was just like, is this quad cursed? Like, Crystal's like, you'll get it, it's just something going on, and just like, but that's crazy. So if you turn on LED strip on the Diatone Mamba on the F405 MK2, I don't know if it's just the processing power.
Don't forget to include the voltage.
The voltage, yes. I mean, because you're taking, I said, well, they're 5 volts each, so I got 4 of them on there, so that's 20 volts altogether. So I'm like, I know that's over milliamp hour in that board. It has to be. And that's what I'm thinking is going on with it. So I know, if I'm not crazy, the F7 they have out will do it, but I don't know about the F411.
I gave you BECs.
I know, but
you have BECs.
the board Mamba is, and these are diatone flashbang Mamba LEDs too. So they're all supposed to work together. They're supposed to wire that flight controller, and then I just don't. I think they're, like I said, it's just too much for that flight controller and that power being pulled.
So what else do you have on the FC?
So I have the Crossfire and the VTX.
I know what you can do.
Take the VTX wired main power. Then my camera too, so I can power my camera from the VTX.
That way you're still getting the filtering through it. And it completely stops relying off the FC back.
I got you. If that's what's going on, like nothing's getting hot on the board or nothing. So I thought the back would kind of get hot and all that. But so what I come to, I was like, you know what? I'm taking all the LEDs off. I wear goggles. I can't see the damn things anyway.
Well, Todd,
honey, I'm sorry, but I was going to give you a light show, but.
Yeah, well, Todd, before you say the stack is bad, the stack's not bad. It's just, first off, I don't think you should never power a VTX off a stack in the first place, unless you're powering it off the ESC stack.
Yeah, he said that sucks because I really like those stacks.
Yeah, like don't hate on the stack, or don't, like the stack is solid. It's just how you utilize the stack. You have to know limits.
I'm going to try that too. Like I said, like you said, power off the VTX to the power, then power from the VTX to the camera, and then take that load off the board. And then we're running Crossfire, and then I could probably get away with that because then we're talking 25 volts being pulled.
Because the Crossfire isn't sucking up a lot. It's a receiver. It's not a transmitter. It's not, where the VTX could be pumping out 800 milliwatts, and that's fucking a lot of power. It's a lot of amperage.
It is sucking 1 watt. That Pro 32, I got it on 1 watt. It does every bit of it. It will warm your battery if you do.
Yeah, here we go. Let's look. Calculator. 5. Oh no. I have to go.
And it is. I got it powered off of VCC. I know that's
by 5 equals 0.2 amps.
Too smashed. And I just thought it was cool. I've had those LEDs here forever. I've done LEDs before. I made Tim a UFO, and I think when I made it, I got a call from NASA actually saying they could see it from the space station. You guys remember that 7-inch? Jeez. So I went out here in the field and plugged that thing in. It's just like, ooh.
What did it have? Top and bottom LEDs?
All on the bottom. I can't remember it has top. I think it does have something on the top.
Because I see like a lot of people that have the race wire on the top, then they'll have the color changing LEDs on the bottom, and then they'll pop a LED on the ass end of it.
Yeah, it was lit. So now they were wired, right? Like they were wired directly. There was no controlling them. So if you could wire them direct and they're like one color, like the flashbang older ones were, I guess that would work. But I think going through the flight controller and just having it do all that stuff, it just, like you said, it's too much. It's pulling that back, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
So other than that, we're good. I'll just go off the LEDs, and you know how my quad, they're dark anyway. You don't see them.
Yeah, mine are brighter than yours, and it's literally just the 4 LEDs on the FC that are producing light. That little blue glow.
Oh,
so you want to talk about the beast?
My motors? Yeah. I'll talk about them afterwards. Yes. So now we're going to talk about which one you want me to bring in, the camera watching you or the foot?
The foot. The camera is literally just another angle, unless you want my good side.
Oh, the foot.
Yeah. And let's see if we can do this here. I gotta rotate out keyboards real quick because I got 2 computers up and running. So this is one of them. Ah, damn it. There we go. This is the Hawk's foot. See, it has a nice veininess to it.
30.
And this will be hanging on the end of the rear end of the quad. And then we got the Hawk's fist.
That is straight dope.
And believe it or not, the foot and the fist actually it probably only took me about 2 hours to flip out. Because like the really important piece was this lower end piece here, the actual connector, which I can open up that where can I open it? Open the insert. That's what I labeled it as, but that's the only important piece that I had to build, the insert.
Right. Gotcha.
And that's what actually inserts into the arm itself.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So we're going to paint it purple and green. It's going to be called Hawk Smash. It's going to be definitely a piece that Tim will definitely be able to talk about. Uh-oh. He showed it.
Misclick.
Uh-oh.
That's not going to anything, I swear.
Will it? Who knows?
That's going to be sick.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I have to work on it a little bit.
It'll be fun to meet.
See, when it's done, once it's all done and Tim sees what we did, he's going to be like, I changed my mind about Crystal Maiden in that thing. It's Hawk, but we don't need her to smash it.
Yeah.
Not even in green.
Yeah, it's going to be fragile.
We'll have
Especially the feet.
We'll have to conformal coat it, just do it over water and just do it a little shallow water where you can dive down and grab it. Wet splashes don't hurt nothing.
I don't know. Water's pretty freaking hard at a high speed.
Look at it misclick again, huh?
I did misclick that time. That was actually a misclick. Yeah.
But that's going to be crazy. The feet hanging off the back of that thing. And then the hands as it's, in the front like this. And then what he keeps misclicking on.
Maybe, maybe not.
Is going to be sick.
And it's going to be really sweet to fly.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is I actually I stole this outside frame, but the GoPro in the center I did make myself.
Was it for a 7, like a rubberized shell?
Yeah, so here we can I'll hide the shell for a second. Oh no, that's the GoPro. That's the shell.
Gotcha.
I'll end up modifying this a little bit, so obviously you can insert it. This was originally a 2-piece design, but I made it a 1-piece.
Mike, welcome. I got you.
And then I just made a GoPro for it.
How the heck do you get the camera in there though?
So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm probably gonna end up cutting this out.
Oh, okay, and sliding it through. I got you.
Yeah. Or doing some type of back piece or under piece design, because I have to see how it ends up fitting into this.
Oh, okay.
And this is the issue I keep having. This isn't even this is something my computer is just struggling with, because I'm using my old laptop to do Fusion 360, and Fusion 360 just does not like. Oh, I gotta delete that. This was an old test to see how something may or may not have fit. This is what I do when I'm trying to fit things. It's how will a GoPro fit in there, and how will it extrude out one of the eyeballs?
Does that face look familiar? That head to anybody?
Come on, get off of it. Oh, I did. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I gotta delete that. That's no bueno.
So I told you, Eric. Freddy Krueger, this man right here.
I wouldn't even want to do Freddy Krueger's face. He is so fucking ugly. I would not even want it. And I made Hulk's face ugly. Look how wide I made his face. His face is not that naturally wide.
I don't know. You picture Hawk with that wide, big head though.
I widened it like 20%.
He's got that big head though.
Yeah, that's 20% widened, roughly. I think it's like 23 when I was doing it to make it fit inside of a
It's
GoPro.
like Chuck or Josh. Eric, it's funny. That is dope though. It really is. Exactly. Tim picked up on that. So that's Bruce Banner's face when he's Hawk. And then exactly what he's trying to do, incorporate the GoPro into the face. That way it's got the face with the hands and the feet. So that's why I said it's going to be really, 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 really unique. He said just take all the money. It's going to be pretty cool when it's done. I told you, you're not going to want Crystal to make this.
You know, unlike my husband, Tim has faith in me.
He used to probably after he saw this. He'd be like, don't put none of this stuff on it. I have faith in you. I really do. Just not when it comes to flying. You let me do the flying. You do what you're doing. You're great at that. Looks like he's like got Oculus Rift or something in his face.
Yeah, your hands are way too big to do what I do.
So if you guys don't know, this is pretty like crazy here. Like I can't even do the stuff he's doing here. This is like way past my pay raise. My pay rate, I guess I should say, not raise.
I say you got a raise?
He said a GoPro in each eye.
That's what I did. I had to tilt it back to make this fit. Because I was actually this far before, and my game, my Fusion 360 ended up crashing while trying to do this originally.
Well, we thought about the session, but considering how they're getting really tough to get, and I know they've been pushed around on Facebook, I thought the something that's got the hyper smooth built in because it's an X class. So we kind of like went with the 7 more or less.
Yeah.
And
it's just
has a 7 in his disposal, so he
so it's easier for me to get scales off of it to actually work on it.
And it's cheaper of the 3 anyway.
Yeah. So like anytime there's something cheap I can utilize, I definitely try to use. Ooh, that's ugly. Why is it like all stretched out?
So while he's working on that and just doing his thing, you guys can watch. So I want to talk about another thing. The Emax Eco 2 motors I told you guys about. I have been running them. I did get to beat them last weekend. We went down to the go-kart track. Oh, AA, it's ready, baby. She's open. I got the beat on them down there a little bit. So between that, knowing that they're durable, and they definitely take a beating. They definitely don't like knock completely off the frame and stuff. I did actually get to destroy a bell, but it didn't drop down. That's my main goal was what did the side drop down like the Zings did on me.
Oh,
but
will it crash again?
Yeah, well I had hard crashes.
No, I'm talking about my Fusion.
Oh, it crashed on you? Oh, that sucks.
It's trying to.
Is that because you're getting the way it's got to catch up?
No, it's because it's a really powerful program, and I have it on literally a 8-year-old laptop.
And then you're trying to stream, I guess, and all that, or then I guess that doesn't bother. Were you on a different computer?
Stream takes it a little bit, but not like as much as what you think.
So on those bells on the motors, when I was building, I got like 3 sets in, and I noticed like 3 of them when I put them on the frame and turned them, they had some like grindy in them. So I kind of popped the bell off and noticed they did have some like little tiny like metal shavings inside, so definitely be aware of that before you go starting those things up. And I'm not the only one that had problems. I also knew that problem too. So they're still worth the value at $12.99 for me. So I'll just make sure I check that out. I'll turn them real
It's
good.
kind of interesting that you say that because Birdman asked earlier
You got me one of chips, girl.
who saw the video where Bubby dove in and out of the big ass smokestack. Said a motor was messed up and Droop spat on it and fixed it. Now, was that an eco motor? Don't know. Possible? Could you knock the metal shavings out by that? Don't know. You stole my chip.
I'm
No,
gonna
no.
say no.
I'm gonna say no neither. And they would be hype trains they were running up.
Yeah, like once the magnets pretty much cling on to some metal junk, it's a bitch to get it out. Like I recommend WD-40 and a toothbrush, and good luck.
Right? And
Like,
it's a matter of getting it out of there.
yeah, because it's just gonna be a turd no matter what.
He said I need Stan's 3D printed so my possible battle cat and panther can stand on their hind legs. Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna save it
I
here.
can't read whatever that's.
This is Hulk.
It is. That's why I gotta be like when I look at it, it's that freaking light hits me from up here.
Base B2.
Gonna be on an X class with David Banner. That's gonna be crazy. You pull that thing off.
Yeah, well, this hopefully like I can get my computer to fucking run it. Because right now that is becoming the issue.
And
Like
with
anytime I click on something, it's just tanking.
like you said, detail the mouth, bring those teeth out.
Yeah, that's why I was like painting it though, because it's just if you see all the little voxel counts, like every little like I don't know triangle or little flat area, not with the lines, but sections is
Right.
something that has to be rendered. And if you look, there's a lot of them, and I've tried to remove as many without removing detail.
Gotcha.
And I've tried to keep all of them that I could in the mouth, so the mouth has the most amount of detail, and we'll really see it once we 3D print it. That's like
That's why I
just
can't wait to 3D print that. That's gonna be cool. I have to get some green TPU for sure. Green definitely the way to go. I'm with you on that. Purple would bring that out with the paint.
yeah. And this probably isn't going to be a pretty camera mount. I'm 90% sure you're probably going to see a little bit of the nose in your video no matter what.
Even think with super view, well, you could zoom. You could always just correct that in post.
Yeah, because the camera is always going to be sucked in a little into the face just to keep the face detail, and I tried to widen it as much as possible without making it look super dumb.
Right.
Because I've test fitted this multiple times, and the only reason I haven't dicked with it too much is because I'm just never happy with how it test fits.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to show you what it looks like with the GoPro cutout. It's going to take it a couple minutes to fucking render all of it. Like I said, I really should be running this on one of my bigger computers. It's just I try to keep all the AutoCAD and anything like workish wise on the one computer just so it's easier for me to do.
Gotcha.
Hide that. There we go. And this is what we're kind of looking at now.
Oh,
and
that's pretty sick.
I was going to, oh, no, I didn't want to hide that. I was going to like do something of this nature. There we go.
Nice.
That's what we're looking at.
That is freaking cool. Yes,
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I think I want to do. And like how I was talking about, we got this hollow body back here. We could use the hollow body back here to try to fit it in there, or try to like either do it through the bottom, maybe take out this bottom bracket.
And just slide the camera like up in and pop it in.
Yeah, and then you can mount it, but I don't know how the mounts are going to sit because you got to think like once the Hulk's at kind of an angle or so, because you got to like, I assume we're going to give it some probably like 10 or 15 degrees at least.
Right.
And that would help it fit better on the bracket itself.
I got you.
But yeah, that's something I'm actually really happy with that. I don't even really want to dick with that too much now.
It is pretty damn cool right there.
And you guys just got to watch behind the scenes.
Yeah, we'll see what Doc freaking frustrates on, like scratching his head.
That's dope. Hell yeah. Good job.
So, yeah, I've spent more time on AutoCAD in the last freaking 2 weeks than I've definitely flown drones, but I enjoy it. Like, it's peaceful.
Alright, so there's the sneak peek. No mount. No mount. It's gonna be cool when it's done though, it really is. Like, to see it all done together and all schemed up, and when Crystal's like, all right, I'm ready to mate, and I'm just gonna be like, here's the pack, here's the transmitter, just I'm gonna go to the store real quick. If it works out, I guess send me a picture when you land. What? Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Oh.
You've said a lot of shit out loud lately.
Exactly, Tim. Store some dope in it. We'll run it to Mexico. That's the question. That's what I can't wait to see. How tall you think it's going to be off of the quad itself?
What, that?
Uh-huh.
We can measure it real quick. Here, let me get a measuring tool. Measure. Inspect. Let's see. Top of the head to we'll do the bottom of the cheek.
Good thing is we got plenty of clearance on those props.
Oh, the props aren't going to hit the face at all.
Right.
Like that. If you're just worried about that. What are we looking at here?
Hair mask, so I'm just curious myself.
Distance is 172 millimeters. That's about 107.2 inches. That's about 4¼ inches.
Oh shit! And that's wide.
That's tall.
Oh shit! Tall.
Yeah, 4¼ So it's going to be about that tall.
You know what's cool right here? Look, check this out. I just noticed this too. See, it was meant for you to do this. Because I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking in my head too how to lock that thing in.
That's how tall it is.
On the front. Oh shit, you're good. Cause look, it does have these plates, so that'll help too. So, let me turn this thing around. So you see there.
But like, the thing is you're never going to even think it looks big because look at how big the quad is and look at how small that session looks.
Yeah.
So if you put that quad
what are you talking
camera
about?
mount on, it'll look normal.
Tim says it's little.
It's little?
Yes. Yeah. When he saw it, he was like, it's okay, but I need bigger.
Once you see the width of it, because it's actually pretty wide. Like, I did ear to ear.
It is, Michael. It is a beast drone. It is a monster. Monster. Oh, y'all can't see what shirt I'm wearing, too. Thank you again, Michael. Love it. I think I fly better with it on. Pins go up a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Beast class, exactly. So here's the Beast over here. So I show you guys just... Huh? I know he said it is a beast. I just want to show him too, just to like show him the class of them. I got my pyro fresheners hanging off of it. Let me pop my screen up here and show you guys the difference of the Beast versus the X class. So this is the Beast class. It's a macro, holds 10-inch props. And then obviously you saw me hold this monster up. So we'll show you the comparison of them.
It's not even a comparison. That's the thing.
It's not even a comparison, right? Tim says it's not big enough. When you look at that Beast, it's big enough. Holy moly.
Tim said it might be big enough for you, but it ain't big enough for him.
I don't even really fly this thing much neither. I built this thing. I want to eventually one day put Digi into it.
Yeah,
HD.
holy shit. He said, wait till next year. That one will look like a mini.
Holy shit.
Good God, we're gonna have to actually build like red camera mounts or something.
Hey. Watch the
Strapping Canons and Nikons to it.
Right?
Your Canon, maybe, not my Nikon.
We'll do the 360 GoPro puck, where you get
compared to a monster.
what is it? I think it's 5 Hero 9s and wrap them around on a puck, and then we'll strap it to the top of the quad.
Yeah, around. Holy crap. Ooh, that's some money just in 9s.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weight just in 9s. You need a quad that size.
Oh, yeah.
Steel beams for arms. Oh, yeah.
Go buy some I-beams real quick.
You better get them now before the damn prices go up.
Tim would not, if he saw Joe's,
He might as well build it out of Kendorf at that point. Just get some big-ass Kendorf.
if he saw Joe's BFQ, Tim would be all over that thing.
What size props does the BFQ rock?
I forget. Monsters, though. Chop your leg off.
Shoo.
I'd love to see that thing flip and roll. That would be something.
Joe's got to fix that.
I know it's something. He's changing motors or something. So I think it is do time.
Huh?
News.
Dude's empty.
Do, but you done drank the do.
I know.
It's do time.
The dude's empty.
That's awesome, Michael. Holy Stone's gonna send you some drones to review. Nice. They're actually pretty nice drones, Holy Stones. To the red there. I'm gonna eat some chips. That's all I want to. And tacos. I know there's more tacos out there.
There's the taco. There's the dip.
God damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be entertaining right now. I kept working on the Hulk face. Oh, you're
No,
doing yours. Okay,
you're
good.
fine.
I can work on this.
Yep.
Make you big screen.
Make
I'll be
me
right
big
back.
screen.
News!
What is up, guys? So, hopefully you all have gotten to fly at least a little bit this week. In drone news, Walgreens is beginning testing drone delivery. Where? Texas. And I know we have some guys out there in the Texas area, so keep your eyes to the skies, because Walgreens will begin flying packages by drone to residents in a pair of Texas cities in partnership with Google's drone making affiliate, Wing. The company.
But are
said
they
that
bigger drones?
Ooh. Bigger always is better, right? The company said they will begin testing the service within next week in the city of Frisco and the neighboring Little Elm, two fast-growing communities north of Dallas where road traffic is probably the biggest complaint we get, said Frisco Mayor. Every delivery made by drone is taking a delivery vehicle off of our roads. It will be Wing's first commercial expansion in the U.S. after years testing the concept in a Virginia town and parts of Australia and Finland. The drone company is a subsidiary of Google's corporate parent, Alphabet. We've gradually moved into denser and denser environments. Rivals, including Amazon, Walmart, and UPS, have all sought to get the drone delivery fleets off of the ground, but the projects face numerous technical and regulatory challenges. There's not much evidence that American consumers have been clamoring for these airlifted packages, and many have expressed privacy, safety, or nuisance concerns when asked to imagine those noisy machines over their home. We already know this. They complain about a 5 inch. Sometimes they complain about a whoop. Walgreens has said about 100 store items are going to be available for air delivery when this service rolls out in Texas, including over the counter medications, snacks, and cosmetics. Store employees will be tasked with taking the online orders and then loading the purchased merchandise onto one of a small number of Wing's 10-pound drones. The drones are going to be able to navigate autonomously through a human pilot that can also control them remotely, and are powered by 2 forward propellers on their wings and 12 smaller vertical propellers. A tether is going to release to drop the package onto the front lawn. Wing expects that most consumers are going to be in the single family homes that dominate the area, though it has delivered to apartment buildings in Europe. This first phase will operate out of a parking lot of a single Walgreens store in a shopping center near the border of Little Elm and Frisco. Wing said the drones will be able to serve thousands of people within a 4 to 5 mile radius of the store. So, guys, keep your eyes to the skies because it's starting. We've talked about it. We watched patents get put through. We watched them go back and forth with the FAA. And now, besides medical, it's finally actually happening. Welcome, Baduga. In other news, talking about those big drones, here's a big drone for you. Drones are going to attempt to rescue the starving dogs stranded by a volcano. Authorities have granted permission for a drone company to try to airlift dogs on La Palma to safety. For the past month, the Cubra Verde volcano on the Spanish island of La Palma has been erupting, necessitating the evacuation of 7,000 people as the lava flows towards the sea and is destroying everything in its path. Sadly, many pets have been left behind, trapped in walled-off yards that are now covered in ash without access to food or water. The reason that we know about these animals is because of drones. Drones have been used to monitor the eruption, providing videos, sometimes several times a day, of this situation. In the areas that are too dangerous to send humans, the drones have been used to drop food and water to some of these animals, but that can only keep them alive for so long. Yesterday, a drone company called Aero Karamas received permission to attempt a rescue, using a large drone equipped with a net to, they hope, airlift a group of starving dogs to safety. There is video of these dogs on YouTube. You guys can check them out. It's kind of heartbreaking. I can't imagine leaving my pet behind and then seeing my pet suffering on a YouTube video.
Chuck it.
What up? Oh shit! Sorry.
You're good. You're good, my dear.
Am I full screen again?
No, you're not full screen.
Okay.
But guys, they're not going to be using what we would normally suspect, which would be that DJI Matrice. You know, it's a big boy, right? That big boy has been used to carry the buckets of food and water.
It is a big boy. Holy crap! I've
Yes,
gotten to
it
see a Matrice. Holy
Yes,
shit!
it
They're
is. And that has already been put to use in carrying the buckets of food and water to these starving dogs. But drones are going to be the best option here because the dogs, they're actually cut off completely by the lava. The helicopters cannot fly in that area due to the high risk of volcanic gas and ash. In Spain, it's actually illegal to transport live animals by drone. Well, I think that law kind of like
Needs to be squashed.
is everywhere, to be honest, not just in Spain, but right now, special permits have been
Could you
given.
imagine trying to grab an animal with a drone?
That was my question, right? How? How are they going to pull this off? So, what they're actually doing is they're going to use a DJI Agras T20. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's really technically your monster drone. It's designed for agricultural spray.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
It's as huge as technically drones go right now, with a maximum takeoff weight of 47.5 kilograms and a payload of 23 kilograms. For the rescue, the drone's going to be carrying a net. And the idea is if they lower this net flat to the ground, I got new words now, to the ground, and the drone's just kind of like hovering there. Then, once they convince one of the dogs to walk across it, they could lift the drone upwards, closing the net around the dog, lifting it off to safety, right? Sounds easy, except here's the deal.
Dogs like, nope.
Dogs have brains. Dogs are scared anyway. And how the hell do they really think they're going to do this? But technically, they've already been training these dogs because these dogs are already associating drones with food. So here's the catch. The drone cannot lift more than one dog at a time. So they're hoping to only entice one dog into the net at a time to possibly have this rescue work. When's it going to happen? Very soon. Possibly as soon as tomorrow. Keep your eyes on YouTube. Keep your eyes on the dog rescue of La Palma. Guys, you're watching history. Technically, we're part of history.
Exactly.
Think about it. Way back when you all first started, when we first started.
We ain't hear about none of that.
None of this, okay?
None.
If drones were in the news, it was only bad.
It was bad. They were trying to shut us down.
Well, of course, they always are still trying to shut us down. But now,
Fuck them.
you get to hear about some of the good. And guys, if any of my UK friends are listening right now, please, please, please pay special attention to my last news article. Because drones are right now being used. David McCartney, age 74, has failed to return from his hike in the Craven area near Skipton on Monday. North Yorkshire police have said they are extremely concerned for his welfare. since Monday, guys. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Drone searches
Already.
in the Great Whernside area have marked a start of a significant effort to help find Mr. McCartney over this weekend. Mr. McCartney was last seen leaving his house in Cayley, West Yorkshire on Monday before heading to the Craven area for a walk expected to last for 4 to 5 hours. He was wearing a blue coat, red trousers, an orange or brown scarf, and he's carrying a red and black rucksack. North Yorkshire police have said the car has been located by police officers in Kettlewell. The force has said 2 police drones were used to allow them to view aerial footage of vast open areas. Officers on the ground have been supported by the National Police Air Service helicopter, search drones, search dogs, volunteer mountain rescue teams, and the RAF.
Damn.
It is a major operation currently going on in the Yorkshire area, and it is going to continue over the weekend.
JD's in there.
They're urging anyone who is out walking in the Great Whernside, Kettlewell, Buckton, Grassington,
Right
and
there.
Angrim reservoir areas this weekend to be extremely vigilant and to report any
Roger.
immediate sightings to anyone matching David's description to 999, which is like the UK's version of our 911.
That's scary.
Guys, they're looking with thermal. What people don't think, and I have seen this happen, our quads get in places that DJI doesn't always get. If you're in that area, what would it hurt? Send your quad. If nothing else, enjoy the view. Get the footage. With the possibility of helping. Either way, helping save someone's life or helping provide someone with closure. Once again, the technology of drones has come so far. It's amazing. And we know people who do drone rescues.
Yeah, Damo over there.
Right.
Dame, get on it, bro.
If Damo's in that area, reach out. I know JB Quad is in that area. I know Homie Paul is in that area. I know Heath is in that area. Guys,
send them drones.
If you can, I'm sure it's much appreciated.
If you need one, I got one you can borrow.
I can tell you from experience, being lost, it's a scary ass feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you something. Coming from a drone lover's perspective, man, if we'd have heard that sound, that would have been the biggest blessing that day.
Oh, yeah. I've been doing everything to get his attention.
Oh, yeah. And you all know it. But it could be just that different sound, that hum, that catches his attention. Maybe he can capture their attention. Let's keep the missing hiker, David, in your thoughts. Get out, enjoy our hobby, one way or another. Be it a 5-inch, be it a 3-inch, be it a Cinewhoop. Be it a regular whoop. Be it a beast. Be it an X-Class. Be it that wing hanging back there on the wall. It doesn't
I
matter.
gotta get that flying again. I would have gotten smash it again.
Get out there and enjoy our hobby. If you can't get out there,
Fly your
tell
5
your
inch in the
spouse
house.
to hoodie up. Packs only last for a short period of time. If you're lucky, they haven't got that many charged. If you're unlucky, you're in for some entertainment,
Yeah,
and hopefully they don't destroy anything. But let them enjoy their hobby.
I hear you, Birdman.
That's what it's all about. Right? Be it a 45 inch, whatever. Although, Tim, I don't really suggest you flying a 45 inch in the house. You might get a little bit of backlash over that one.
I would try it.
Just a little bit. But I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with us, because without you, what's the point of the Drone Network? There would be no one to network together. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Enjoy our hobby. And remember, until next time, send it.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
It happens. Build it. Send it. Break it. Fix it.
That sucks. You did get a call.
Repeat. Right?
Get a little
Enjoy it.
larger house. Tim says absolutely.
Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Take
Love
it
you
easy.
guys.
We love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us.